Hello everyone, and welcome back to Replay Works, and welcome back to another budget build with Andrew. So, in the last video, just like I explained, it's the theme of these type of decks is to get new players who are having difficulty finding a sealed product and are like they want to play the game, right? But they don't know where to start, or product's too expensive, and they don't want to pay the prices, which is understandable. Yeah, I would be pretty upset if a store was charging $30, $35 for a starter deck, right? And I needed 2 of them to play the game. So using what I have left over, I took myself upon the challenge for deck building and said, well, what if I build a deck that was just, gives them a good start, doesn't require that much of starter deck cards, or at least uses cards in starter decks that there should be extras floating around for anyone to just, if you know someone on locals, if you're friends with them, you're okay kind of letting them go without too much cost investment for that new player. So this is a budget green red breach deck. Now I think at the time of recording, Shenlong Gundam is probably gonna be the most expensive card, just because it's played in the current meta for green white. But it's a good thing. If someone were to build this deck from just start out with, they don't have the LRs, they don't have the ST wing, at least they have the Shenlong, right? And this is actually inspired by a friend of mine who just wanted to build a Shenlong deck, period. Didn't really care for Wing Gundam. He just liked Shenlong, it's his favorite Gundam, so he said, yeah, see if you can make a deck around it. I was like, oh yeah, I could do that. So in this case, we got the Shenlongs, we got Wufei. And again, most of these cards you're going to see in the booster pack, with a very few of them from the starter decks. Now, let's go by card, right? Zaku 2 from the Xeon deck. For every 4 Char Zaku 2s floating around, there's 8 of these, because I believe it comes 4 in the deck. So there's extras to go around for anyone else that wants to play. It's a great low-cost alternative. It helps promote the rush strategy as well. It can also be swapped out for the 2-2 vanilla, if there's not enough Zaku 2s to go around. Not a big deal. Next we got Rick Dom. Rick Dom is an uncommon from the set. Has Breach, which is going to go really well with the rest of the deck, right? And pretty much almost every card, actually from here on out, does say the word Breach. Like Dual Gundam has Breach. I guess Gundam MA mode has Breach. Shenlong and Heavy Arms have Breach. And of course, Big Shenlong himself. But the Dual Gundam, it works in a way where it's taking a Zaft card and using it with the Operation Meteor guy, right? It's showing a little bit of, well, you don't have to only play Zaft to make this card work, right? If you pair him with Wufei, he's going to be a 5/4 with Breach and doesn't take damage. And this could be as early as turn 4. So it's pretty fast. It's a nice little early combo for them to start using. But again, it's a rare. Actually, there's only 8 rares in the deck, which is pretty cool, right? Shenlong and Dual Gundam. So it should be pretty easy to get. I believe it should be at least 1 per box. So, and Zaf isn't really that played as much right now, so it shouldn't be that expensive. Going along the list, we got Aegis Gundam, the LR from the deck. Okay, I'll be honest, he's not that good. And even in a budget deck, I can only really fit in 1. I'd rather just play the Gundam Heavy Arms from the set. But yeah, 2's also fine. Again, for every Ale Strike, there's 2 of these floating around. Or for every Ale Strike, there's 1 Aegis Gundam floating around, so there should be plenty of them. It's played a little bit in the Zaf builds, which is good. You give a player the Dual Gundam, the Aegis Gundam MA mode, Athrun, and Vesalius. All these cards can help them bridge into a Zaft deck, right? Athrun is almost mandatory to play if you're playing the Aegis Gundam's MA mode along with Justice Gundam. Dual Gundam, I think, is a fantastic card for Zaft as well. So all these cards help a player kind of go in that direction, right? MA Gundam, Aegis Gundam MA mode is, I think, probably the 2nd best card in the deck. Second only to being the Shenlong. It's a fantastic card. There's a lot of play in this in current Zaft decks. Pairs with Athrun, becomes a 4/6 with Breach, which is a great stat line. It's huge. It's going to live through a couple turns and potentially trade up as well. So like that. It's also 4 in the starter deck, so you get to have a bunch floating around as well. Athrun's the pilot that pairs with them with all 3 of these. So again, teaching people about Link and their when linked abilities as well. Now moving on to the green side, we got Gundam Heavy Arms, Gundam Shenlong from the main set. Shenlong, because this is a Shenlong type deck, is maxed out because of Wufei. And Gundam Heavy Arms is there. He is fine. It's a level 4, 2 cost, 3/4, which I like that stat line personally. You pair him with Wufei on the next turn, he becomes a 5/5 with Breach. Great. There's also the simultaneous fire, so he can pair with his own pilot Troa to get the Link ability off. So I think it's just a fine addition. It fits the theme of having a Breach card in the deck. Next we have the Wing Gundam Bird Mode, the Ramp card. I believe this is also in every starter deck, so there should be a lot to go around. This card is just, if they're going to bridge from green into the white-green build, they're going to be playing this as well, so they might as well grab it. There's extras going around. And then Shenlong himself is probably the best card in the deck. Breach 4 gets to kill blockers on swing, pairs with Wufei, and you search him off path to victory or defeat. So overall, it's just like, this is the deck that's cored around him. Then from the rest of the deck, we have 4 Vasilius. It's a base that's played in Zapped, increases their attack by 1, so it helps hit certain thresholds. I think it's just a good card to use in this type of deck. Path of Victory Defeat, played in the newer versions of the green-white deck, and also it searches out for 20 cards in the deck. Oh, yeah, 20 cards. Troy doesn't count. It's a command card. 16 cards in the deck, so it's 20 cards, sorry. 16 units and 4 pilots in the deck. It's really good just to have as well. It's probably the one of the few search cards, and it's a common, so again, plenty to go around. That's going to be the catchphrase. Next we got Wufei. Wufei is the pilot for both the Shenlongs in here, and for every single Breach card. It enables a certain type of play where you just pair him off with anyone, and he gets to use his passive ability to prevent damage. And then last, we have Simultaneous Fire down here. It's just from the starter deck. It was pretty much like use it as a Troa to give 1/1 for the heavy arms, and also give something Breach. So, yeah, hypothetically, you can turn your Bird Mode into a Breach or trade up. I think it's still pretty just fine to have in the deck. Again, players, when they get this, they can upgrade it. It shouldn't be too big financially for them to buy into. If you have it pre-built, you can probably have, like, if someone that you know is trying to get in the game, this is a way for them to start playing. It wouldn't feel like they're playing like half vanillas, half, like half of a deck where they still need to get a second deck as well. They can start playing right out the gate. And I think it's just a fun deck overall, even if you had it as a pet project, right? Now, from here, I want to do one more budget build just to show off what we can do, but I want to ask everyone in the comment section, just, throw some ideas out there for other budget builds. I'll give it a shot if I have the parts for that, but, given that it's a budget build, I should be able to build it pretty easily. And from there, hopefully we can get more people into the game without people having to worry about scalper prices or overpriced TDs, All right, so that's it for me. I'll see you in the next one. I'll have some gameplay up for this as well. And yeah, keep them coming, like and comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.